Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
Well, we haven't been in the basement there. There were pictures of people that were abducted, probably. But apparently it was not important for our investigation. And the scene with the belly above was so disgusting. Ooh.
It's hard to know how much to pack. I might bring a spare notebook just in case.
So, connecting the dots, huh? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Who is the dead man on the altar? Red hair? Wait. The passport? Advertisement flyer? And that? Okay, a strange symbol, unknown man on the altar. Manolita was a private detective from Northwood Agency in Boston. Mr. Colby may have been investigating disappearances before getting caught and killed by the perpetrators. Where have the abducted been sent to? Oof. Well, that. And I think we saw a warehouse marked with such a cross. Missing. I don't know. Oh, correct. Blackadder's Institute, Switzerland. The abductees are headed for the Blackadder's Institute. Established in the 1970s, it lies somewhere in Switzerland. Okay, so it was like for the flag. Okay, cool. Cool. So search this in the archives. Okay, now we have archives at home. That's really practical. What I didn't like about the previous game, it was a lot of going back and forth, and you could fast travel only to the stations where the carriage was standing. Like you couldn't fast travel to the locations directly, and there were quite some research points where we had to go to the a police station or to the library to research certain things. So, date of establishments, field of facility, institute. Well, I assume it's what kind of location? Europe? And field of facility. Well, institute? Blackadder's Institute. Well, is it education? Search? Then I would say medicine. Interlaken, Switzerland. Established in 1789 by Professor Keller. The institute specializes in mental illnesses and Addictions. It is currently headed by Professor Gigax.
Dr. Watson, how
Yeah.
does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics and Mr. Colby's clue, the cross inside a rectangle. Put two and two together, add a dash of research, and what do you get? The Black Edelweiss Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train. As grateful as I have been for your company, Dr. Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Hello? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
Nonsense. You are a military man, a bastion of British courage.
I'm no such thing. As a doctor, I avoided most combat, save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village, with innocents caught in the crossfire. Too many to help.
The man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped. 6 soldiers and myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run. That I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear. So you see, Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
The logic seems inescapable.
Yes.
You, a surgeon by trade, would have been perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I have become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct. You can cease your self-recrimination.
Holmes, I don't know what to say.
I would start with, I am Dr. John Watson, may I look around? The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facility to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
And what of you?
I shall be pursuing other avenues. Should you see anything troublesome or improper, simply notify the local authorities. Otherwise, try a little analysis yourself. You know my methods. Apply them.
Okay, so we are here in Edelweiss Institute in Switzerland. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're alone here without Sherlock. I mean, yeah, it's like a medical institution. Makes sense that a doctor gonna be here investigating. But where did he go? I wonder. And I need to say that this game is like more linear than the previous one. In the previous one, we had a whole city in our hands, and we could freely move and choose cases because there were some additional cases that we could solve along with the main story. And here this is like more linear, which I also really like, I gotta say. And yeah, cool ambience here. So let's talk.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten Day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him.
I mean, we're then exposing Sherlock if we say it's a fraud. I mean, it's gonna end up probably him getting locked up in here because he's a madman or something, or they would think he's a madman. Celebrity, or like the man there is a celebrity, or me getting locked up here because I'm a madman. A celebrity. I honestly don't know, like, there are so weird options. I mean, the one is like to go along with his lies, no? And this one is like to say, it's my friend. I mean, let's go on with that.
Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
the
recuperate,
truth, the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lies
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in my care.
Now, let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. We need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
Maybe I should have gone with the truth, like this man is a fraud.
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
So the lady's obviously a bad guy here, right? Okay, we can conveniently skip the puzzle, but I don't find it too hard, so... Let's see. Okay, last one is fine, and then the middle one, and the second one. Okay. No.
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Holding chamber. Durchgangszelle. I mean, if he's supposed to be that I mean, he did a poor job. I mean, the inspector, well, not inspector, private detective, he was a red hair, was he not? And what else? I mean, wouldn't they know that he's dead? That he got sacrificed? Maybe. Block A. Examination room. Hannes Winkler. That's one of the special things from the developers to Hannes Winkler. And they made him a cell! Isn't that lovely? Apothecary. His own cell.
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment. The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp. Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication. Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Block A patients. Patients. Eloise K. Dermatillomania. Nail trimming every day. Do not untie her hands even if she won't stop screaming. So she would scratch herself otherwise. Maurizio H. Mania dissociation. After the incident with the nurses, prescribed therapeutic fasting for a week. Mention Josephine to make him more manageable. Mariana Hysteria. Keep raising the dosage until she forgets the child. Stupor is quite acceptable. Niels J. Nervous breakdown. Do not allow any visits. All letters sent to the patient must be destroyed. All right. That's also another special thanks from the developers. Maurizio.
You there! I command you to free me at once!
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me. The gall. The impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, First Consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
I command you to let me out!
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Wait, wasn't there also a way to go there?
What was that? Is someone there? I'm sure I heard something.
So I should not be going there.
Who's there? Show yourself.
Well, he's not even looking.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, okay. Just wanted to test it out. Well, I shouldn't. Oh, okay. Didn't expect it to be open. Did I open it? I don't remember.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax. This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance. I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again. Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway. Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Yeah, okay, we inspected everything. That's cool.
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken. A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Professor Gygax, I have suffered serious chemical burns upon my hand, the consequence of your unexcusable actions. My sessions with Gerda ended before it even began. Poor thing was so terrified she refused to talk and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gerda will not and cannot happen again. Let it be known that I consider your methods a barbaric malpractice. If you so boldly claim you wish to be the future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Professor Brackley, director of Black Edelweiss. So he was director, and the Gygax took his place. Maybe he murdered him or something like that. Or maybe he's like one of the patients now.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting. Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. Looks like it's still operational. This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here.
And what names were there?
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter? R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here. John Sallow, the Tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
So what exactly that brought us? Picture? Dr. Pfister, Huber, Gygax, and Becker. So she was... That's her. And that's Becker. He was the head of the institute and now she is, right? Or maybe he just... Well, there was complaints that the Becker wrote letter to Gygax that her methods are inappropriate, so I don't think he just, like, you know, peacefully left his place of work. The question is, what...
Don't you look down on me. Open the door.
I wish I could, I don't know how. Investigate the Edelweiss. Connections? No connections. Can't change here. So these are the cells, right? So, well, this is area where we're supposed to look for things. So here we have nothing. Well, we've got the syringe and we've got the... I don't have an inventory, but we've got a syringe and a sedative. Yeah, exactly. So we've got to distract the guard somehow.
What was that? Is someone there?
Yeah, so... Oh, yes. Yes, now we can. How to safely remove the block B guard. Metal tubes. Yeah, like make such a how is it called? Like to blow darts. Like that. Blowpipe, yeah.
This should suffice.
What she said? Oh yeah.
I'm sure I heard something.
Oh god, okay. I thought he was supposed to hold.
This should be enough to avoid unwanted attention, at least from a distance. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London. Manufactured and packaged here.
Herr Schnitzer, I hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development of a psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I am sure you are as concerned about your son's well-being as I am, and I am confident our combined efforts will lead to a speedy recovery. The housing of our pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of this process. If you succeed at drawing officials' attention away from this precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you, safe, sound, and free of this unfortunate illness. Yours sincerely, Professor Gygax. Well, she's a manipulator.